Hey guys, welcome to the final episode of Breath of Fire 3. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright. We're actually gonna... Oh, where the hell is the damn lift? I don't want to fuck with the Goo Titans, even though I can easily beat them. I just want to get back down. Ah, there it is. Alright. Gotta do a little bit of backtracking. Thankfully I'll be going through that, that fucking medical room again, and that'll restore Ray's hit points. It's a shame he didn't level, but we're almost at the end here. This is the final confrontation coming up. Oh, wrong way. Just realized I had a soul gem. Does anybody have an open spot for that? Give it to him. I'm going to be avoiding almost all the enemies at this point. Yeah, I mean, foul weeds are like sleeping. Because, I mean, it's too much for another level up for anybody, so I might as well just not even bother, since nobody's going to level. Oh. I must have missed that before. That's for Gar, but I don't have Gar with me, and he already has his best weapon, so... Oh, no, on the Wraiths. Now we're good on the Wraiths. This way, I think. Yeah, this is the right way. I remember now. It's a shame you gotta do so much backtracking here, though. That's like the one part of this that I'm like, oh shit. I got poisoned. That was stupid. Sure I have antidote somewhere. Oh, right, first thing. Dirt. Yeah, we're good. Oh, really? Just because of the hopper I gotta fight him? I'll try again. Oh, God! That did decent damage. Well, I got an EX turn, so that's the one thing about Ray, man. He always gets those EX turns if you're looking to escape from battles. I normally don't condone that sort of thing, but... like I said, at this point, fighting battles doesn't have much of a purpose. Unless you're gonna grind, which I'm not going to. Oh, not that way. Shit. Nah, we're good. It's this way. I'm almost out of here. Yeah, it's sleeping, so I don't know how I wouldn't be able to escape, right? Oh, here. Okay. Well, there we go, another battle. Another Wraith, no thanks. What time is it? It's kind of getting very hot. Oh, wow, it's late. It's past my bedtime, almost. It's okay. I did want to finish this. So that'll restore everybody and, that's like sleeping in a bed, so that fixed Ray's problem. Okay. Well, shit. An adept. Oh god, no. No, we're not fighting no adept. I think you can always get away from adepts and berserkers because they're so fucking dangerous. You cannot reasonably be... Is this the way I need to go? No. You cannot reasonably be expected to actually beat them. Is it this one? Oh, I think it's this one. Because I can see the card swiping thing there. Yeah, we're not fighting no adepts. They're ridiculously hard. Harder than Tipa was, that's for sure. Security level A. Please initiate card key ID check. ID check in progress. Okay. Door lock released. Alright. Shit. I think I'm gonna go this way. Then this way. Missed, man? Not if I can help it. Missed you, man. I believe I'm going the right way. Oh, music changed, so you know I'm going the right way. Oh god, this fucking part. Ugh. Well, shit. Well. Alright, I think I can get through this rather quickly if I know what I'm doing. I mean, I might need, you know what, I might have to bring up a map of this. Hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, yeah, I did bring up a map of this place. I don't want to be wandering too long because this can take a long time. There's no random encounters, but there are things like this. Yeah, I have to fight 3 news. Thankfully, they're not very difficult at this point. The new is like pretty much the first boss of the game, so it should be easy. Sample 1. New stomp! I forgot about this part. So this video might... I already said it's the final video, so... Here we go, that one's down. This video might be a little longer, that's all. Fuck off, new. That's that. Another. This is, what is that, Mikba? No, it's not. What is that? I forget what it is, but we'll fuck it up. I think that is Mikba, actually. 2 Mikbas. Ouch. I'm actually getting hurt here. Alright, well, EX tax, I'm in. I just want Momo to use Vitalize on her next real turn. I could also cut loose with dragon abilities and shit, since you do get to rest up, but... Fuck you. I'm trying to go through this in the fastest way possible. Shit. Oh, blow me. Come on. Maybe I should turn into a dragon. I could show you controllable Kaiser. I'm not gonna bother with ultimate Kaiser, but... Ow! I'm hitting cancel and they just keep going. Just go ahead, do it. Infinity and failure. It's a lot of ability points, but there's a rest area before you get out of here. I love the blessed armor pieces. He's poisoned, he's still... Come on with the reap. Ooh! Nasty. Kaiser breath. That didn't even do that much damage. I should just use the fucking Myrmidon. I don't remember this taking so long. I don't want to use Bone Break, but just see what a regular attack does. I don't remember Mikva having this many hit points. Yeah, I guess it's better off to use the breath attack then, because at least it hits both of them. I'm not getting good damage on these guys. Oh, one's finally down. But I've done better with fucking, Weird Tiger. I honestly forgot about this whole part of the game. Yeah, it's over. Good. Alright. Let me heal myself. Alright. Okay, this way. There's a lot to this place, but if you do this right... I mean, this is the path of least resistance I'm taking. Should be another... Oh god, it's Geist. That's only one of him, at least. Yeah, you know what? Let's just fuck him up. Weird Tiger. Influence. And... I'm gonna do Frost and Gross. Very cool. Yes, sir. Maybe I should have stuck Thorn in there or something so it wouldn't be a well, but that's okay. He's not that bad. Just Frostclaw him to death at this point. Oh yeah, this ain't gonna last long. You're dead. There's a lot to this area, but I'm not bothering with 90% of it, so... Okay, go through here. This is a rest area. And there's also an item here. Cupid's Lair. Alright, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna actually pause it right here for a second, because I gotta do something. I gotta upload some videos on YouTube. I'm gonna pee. And when I get back, we're gonna go up this, and that's gonna be the point of no return. Okay, I'm back. I also peed. And this is the final save point right here. Damn. Maybe I should have done this when I was paused. It takes forever. Alright, let's do it. There goes Honey. I'm gonna play it smart for last battle. I'm not gonna fuck around. I think we all know by now that whenever she runs off like that, it always means trouble. Oh, already with a battle? I'm gonna try to avoid battles here, but the enemies here are kind of on the tough side. Goo King, no. You could usually get away from Goo Kings, though. Or if you just defend for a while, they'll run away on their own. It's a pretty linear area, too. You're an amazing machine. Do you know that, honey? Attention. Navigator code for highest level functions accepted. Access to library mode granted. It's pretty much just a walk to the end, trying to avoid enemies, learning more about the story, and then we're going to fight the final boss. Watch the ending. Oh, how nice of Myria to light it all up for me. Welcome. We serve the Almighty Goddess. Before you meet with the Holy Myria, please hear our words. And please fight like vampires and stupid shit like that. Ah, Miss Man, I know I can get away from those. Oh. Well, it didn't happen that time. If they can attack anybody, I prefer they attack Ryu because of the life armor. Because just for walking around, he's going to heal himself. Anybody else have to do it manually. The Holy Myria waits you ahead. Before the coming of Myria, the world was dying. The wounded earth was being covered by sand, and the very life was being sucked out of its inhabitants. The grieving Myria used all her divine power to divide the world into two halves. One half being where you are now, the desert of death, and the other, the world you came from, overflowing with life. The two worlds are separated by the vast and violent ocean you call the Outer Sea. Which protects your world from the desert. The majority of life that escaped death was taken like yourselves to the other world. think this was the wrong way. Shit. It is Miria's desire to protect life, to protect your world. Even a monster's life is sacred to Miria. This way. In order to protect the life she so loved, Miria instituted many forms of safeguards and controls. Foremost among these is the control of technology. Miria makes certain that no dangerous machines, like weapons, are developed. I don't know about that. Miria allows the use and repair of only existing machines, and keeps the study of machines from leading to potentially destructive ends. I think this way. A second control is achieved through the energy of Chrism ore. Chrism ore is the fossilized remains of living beings. Transmuted by the blessed power of the divine Miria. You see, Chrism ore is no more than in one ways, Miria provides the world with her magical energy. Okay, I think I gotta backtrack and go this way now. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. This is the end. And there's God. Or Miria. And hey, we did see her at the beginning of the game. Ray. Nina. Momo. Guardian Gar. Notice how she kind of ignores Pekka and Ryu. My brave, strong children, who have crossed the violent ocean and the burning desert. I am Miria. O great and mighty goddess, we have journeyed far seeking you that we might know the truth. O goddess, tell us, why did the brood have to be destroyed? Is there anyone who wishes the destruction of life? I certainly do not. However, the power of the brood was too great for my small, small world. As you know, this side of the world is almost entirely buried by sand, making it almost impossible for anything to survive. And yet there are people that live here. Life has been driven nearly to extinction. I have to preserve what little is left. I had to save the rest of the world from the danger called the brood. So what you're saying is, we should just sit back and let you take care of us, like we were your babies or something, right? Exactly, Ray. If I did not hold back, using the outer sea as a shield, the desert would slowly, inevitably spread across the entire world. If I did not continue to create the machines that are repaired and used worldwide, civilization as we know it would surely perish. But while we don't have the means now, someday we might be able to build our own machines, If the world were covered by sand, your lives would be consumed with the struggle to survive. You would not be able to build anything. Even if you succeeded in creating the machines you needed, can you say with certainty that you would not also build a weapon with which you might also destroy yourselves, Momo? In the past, this world was large. Larger than you can imagine. Many people once lived here in Kaer-Shan. But the people fought and quarreled, and the city was swallowed by the desert. I was unable to protect them. I will not make the same mistake again. I will protect you and the life, and all the life that is left. I understand what you're trying to say. We are weak, and maybe we do need help and protection. And the power of the Brood may be similar to the power that destroyed this city so long ago. But what are you saying we should do? Are you saying that Ryu must die? Or that he has to spend the rest of his life locked up in some little room? In an artificial world? Like Tipo? No kidding. I don't like the fact that this is all being controlled by you. That you're pulling all the strings. I'm just like a little kid, see? If you tell me to sit still, it just makes me want to run around more, yeah? Oh, Goddess. We have no desire to give Ryu up to you. Nor do we wish to see him killed. Having traveled with him, I can say that I do not believe that the power of the Brood is as fearsome and dangerous as you claim it to be. I'm shocked that nearly the entire world is covered by sand, but with our power working together, then maybe, just maybe, enough, my children. I admire your bravery and courage, Ray. There is no need to worry. I will erase your memories of this place, and simply return you to where you belong, Momo. My strength is admittedly small, but it is all you need to live with. Do you understand, Nina? Thank you for bringing Ryu here, Guardian Gar. Your mission is now complete. And as always, she disregarded the onion. What about me, Miria? You didn't call my name. Don't you know who I am? You're Yggdrasil? You won't be able to get away with this. Not while I'm around. All I'm doing is leading my children by the hand, giving them a world they can live in. Miria, these so-called children crossed the entire world to get here, and overcame the myriad barriers that you set before them, all for the sake of helping their friend, Ryu, find his destiny. Ryu? Very well. We will let Ryu decide. What do you want to do? If you give up your power, the world will continue to live under my protection, as it has until now. Your power, which has brought you here, is too big for the world. Like the other Brood once did. Accept your fate, my Ryu. Miria waits with her eyes closed for Ryu's decision. But Ryu cannot make up his mind. Not without asking his friends first. Shit. Okay, Ryu. You have to believe in yourself, and in those who believe in you. Boo. To tell the truth, I'm really frightened. We're not strong at all. If you go against fate, something awful might happen to the world. But I've always believed you weren't a bad dragon. I'll always believe that no matter what happens. I only know how to fix machines, you know? But we can dig up those machines, even if they're buried under a desert, and learn from them. Even if the world is covered in sand, we'd still be able to do something. As long as we don't give up, right? I brought you here simply because I wanted to know the truth about my own actions. It may have been a selfish reason, but I've learned one thing from all this. Now, more than Miria, I trust you, Ryu. It's because of all that nonsense she's going on about that Teepo ended up the way he did. She messed with my brother. That's the one thing I can't forgive. A decision on which the fate of a world hangs in the balance. Give up the power of the brood and live in a peaceful world, watched over by the goddess, or believe in the power of the brood and travel into the empty desert where unknown dangers await. Ryu decides to... So if you give up your own power, you get the bad ending, which I've never actually seen. Maybe I'll look it up on YouTube one day. Ryu realized he couldn't give up his power. Of course, he thought of his people and his destiny and Teepo, but more importantly, he felt that if he gave up his power, he would no longer be himself. Do you realize what it is you are trying to do? Do you? By making me your enemy, you realize you are making the whole world your enemy, don't you? I have faith that the brood, are not so foolish. Come, lower your weapon. Ryu realized it was foolish to challenge a god, but he held his ground. My poor Ryu. Your great power has driven you mad. What of those who do not have such power like the brood? They cannot live without my protection. By not giving up your power, you threaten their very existence. Just as I always believed. The brood truly are a danger, a threat to the world. Not true, Miria. It just means that life is no longer content to live in the little cage you have made for it. Yggdrasil, no matter what you say, I will protect this world, for the sake of all life on it. Miria, life in your world has been protected from the desert and death, but that's not the same as living. Ryu, son of the accursed brood, the time for talk has ended. If you will not change your mind, it grieves me to harm you, but I have no choice. For the good of the world, you must die. Okay. Well, that's an easy choice. It pains me. It grieves me, my children, that I must take up arms against you, against the very life I have sworn to protect. But you must understand, Ryu. I can't let you, your power, roam free in the world. To protect the lives of my other children, I must become unto a fury. There we go. Farewell, my children. we go. Alright. Okay. We gotta get speed going. Here we are, speed. And speed. And... it's almost pointless to do shield, but... She likes to dispel it, and once I turn him into a dragon, I can't use shield anymore. Oh, not Venom already. You gonna do that right away, really? Well, Ryu's confused. And so is Ray, actually. I have Panaceas, though. Shit. I thought I had Panaceas. Oh, yeah, there they are. Already with that shit? God. Alright. Let's just turn into a dragon. You gotta beat her quickly before she gets too crazy. That's all I need. You could waste your turn with Sanctuary. I'm gonna have to turn Ray into a Were-Tiger pretty early too. You gotta beat her fast, because the longer the battle goes, the worse it is. Alright. Okay, influence. Good hit. Shit. Ray regains sanity quickly. Missed though. Well, he's blind, so. You stop with Venom? Jesus. I mean, I have influence on both of them, so it really doesn't matter, but it matters for Ryu, not so much for Ray. Ah, he's still blinded. Will you stop with Venom? Oh my god! I've never seen her use it so much. Well, at least Ryu keeps regaining sanity pretty easily. That was a good one. Shit. Not good. That's her physical attack. I'd like to have Momo on healing and support duty, but she keeps fucking confusing characters. Alright, I'm gonna use a Wisdom Seed. Alright, we're doing good. Inferno, huh? It's better than Venom. That Venom bullshit, man. Okay. Vitalize. Might have to re-up on Influence soon. Ooh, not good. Fuck! Oh, she's up. Good. It's unfortunate that she's not fast enough. I really need to get Vitalize out, but she's not getting enough of a speed boost. She's the only character not going before Miria. Oh, there we go. Good. I really should re-up on, fucking spamming Inferno. I really should re-up on, what's it called, Influence, but I need to keep them healed, because if she has an ultimate spell called Holocaust, and if she decides to use it when I'm low hit points like this, it's not good. So far, he hasn't attacked anyone else. I just need, like, a fucking break for her to do something stupid for one round. Alright. I also need to use a Wisdom Fruit. Okay, Blizzard. That's not the worst thing ever. But I still gotta use Vitalize. Using Restore on yourself. Okay, that's good. That gives me a round. Because I gotta get a Wisdom Fruit on him. I only have one, but it should be good enough. So otherwise this will be his last turn, is it? Oh, shit. I gotta use Holy Strike then. Actually, you know what? No. Just attack. Wisdom Fruit. Yeah, because he does good damage with just attacking. Very good. There she goes with Inferno. She hasn't used Holocaust yet, which is good, because that spell is bullshit. I was hoping to kill her before she used it. I don't know, though. I keep having to use Vitalize. Come on. Fuck you, Miria. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through this. Alright, come on, do something stupid, like heal yourself. Oh, God, here it comes. This is pretty bad, but I should be able to survive it. Well, Momo might not. She's got low hit points. Oh, everybody survived. We're good. Oh, she's got high willpower, so... Oh, now she can't use Vitalize. I have multivitamins somewhere, right? Doesn't matter if everybody doesn't survive this, you know? As long as I win. You did it twice in a row?! I don't think I've ever even seen you do that twice in a row! Oh, fuck. Unless I have guts, this is over. Oh, the Spirit Stone, right. I don't know, she might be almost dead, though. And if Ryu goes down, he's still got his normal form. Oh, it's over. Sorry, Momo, but it's over. There we go. Still a challenge! Let's watch this ending, which is pretty... It's a lot to think on, but I think it's a pretty good ending. Some people complained about it back in the day. They thought it was a sucky ending, but... I don't know, I remember a lot of people were complaining about Ocarina of Time having a shitty ending. I think it has a great ending. It's over. No. For you, it's just the beginning. It was a long, hard journey. But we did the right thing, didn't we, Ryu? Gar? As a guardian, my life must end here with the goddesses. Time to die. Go. From now on, you must walk your own. Gar returns to stone. Because that's really what he was to begin with. My world. I tried, but it wasn't enough. I fear the world will be destroyed again. What should I have done? What could I have done? If there is a God, answer me. And they never really, even though there were 2 more games, and you know, like a 6th one that doesn't count, because fuck that game, they never really explain, like, what kind of being would Miria pray to? What should I have done with the brood? Although the 4th game kind of suggests that creatures like her are not true gods, they're just beings that are immortal and have a lot of power. So, who knows? They're called the Endless. And Dis isn't endless, there's Dis, and you see that they're sisters here. And dragons are also endless. Sister? It's for the best, Miria. You've protected this world until now. I guess Nina and Gar are kind of the canon final, too. You went too far in your attempt to wipe out the brood. In the end, that was something your children had to overcome, to go beyond, in order to walk on their own. Don't worry. They can take care of themselves better than you think. They and the world are stronger than we think. I'm sure of it. I kind of think of this as the end of the series because Miria and Dis go down together. Breath of Fire 4, some people consider it to be unrelated to the first 2, or the first 3. Some people consider it to be a prequel. I consider it to be a prequel. Breath of Fire 5 is definitely like a different universe, like a completely separate thing. But 4 I consider to be a prequel. 6 I haven't played. I probably never play 6, because fuck that game. Fuck mobile social RPG. Fuck you, Capcom. I think the reason people complained about like endings like this or like Ocarina of Time is that they were kind of... Well, Ocarina of Time doesn't... I mean, they were short. Ocarina of Time wasn't that short. This is kind of a short ending. But some endings are short, but you don't need... They're as long as they need to be. Like Bioshock had a very short ending. It's weird how like the official art Nina looks like that, but it doesn't look anything like her sprite. Like she definitely has a bodysuit, like a pink bodysuit under the dress in the sprite. But they don't portray her that way in official art, nor do they here in the ending. This weird anime ending out of nowhere. I will do Breath of Fire 4 one day. It's a ways off, of course. I mean, that's a very long game. It's also kind of grindy, but it's really good. Breath of Fire 4 had better graphics, it had a better story, and it had better music. But this one had better gameplay, which is why I kind of prefer it in a way. It's kind of an ambiguous ending, but I do see it as an ending to a series, and I do like the ambiguity of it. And let me get the credits. Breath of Fire 3. I mean, when I remember when I played, like, okay, like, when it came out, I couldn't get it right when it came out, because I didn't have PlayStation. I got Nintendo 64 instead of PlayStation. I got the PlayStation later. And I remember, like, I was a big fan of Breath of Fire 1 and 2. And I really wanted to play this game. And I remember the reviews were kind of meh on it. Like, I remember, like, for example, EGM pretty much gave it, like a 7 out of 10 kind of thing. And they were just saying, oh, well, you know, it's not as good as Final Fantasy VII, so... You know. So, therefore, it's just meh. And, I remember people online telling me that it was disappointing and that they wish it didn't exist. It wasn't as good as the first two, but I think it's better than the first two. I think it's almost arguably the best in the series. Like, 4 is also really good. It says it beats 3 out on, definitely on graphics and music, and certainly on story. But 3 had really good gameplay, and this had a good story too. Like, 4 was a lot darker, and, you know. 4 was actually also really hard. This game, like you said, I didn't have too much problem. I didn't over-level like I usually do. I'm like level 45 at the end, and I like skate through the whole ending. That's why I was kind of like, this is a little dicey, but still, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know? Like I said, even if Ryu went down, like Ray still had full health. Even if Ryu went down, he would have had his normal form still. And then even if that was killed, you know, like Ray still had high hit points, and then he would have only been able to attack Miria anyway. But I mean, I got unlucky. She used Venom a lot in the beginning, and then Holocaust twice in a row is something I've never seen before. But you know, there was luck in that. But it's a pretty easy game if you know how to play it. I did not do like a lot of the game breaking stuff that I could have done to make it like super easy, because I find that to be boring. It's kind of like if you play Final Fantasy VI and you get Gao out on the Veldt and you get the House Cat Rage, and then you just blaze through the rest of the game like that, just using Gao, and that's like, but that's boring, you know. Maybe, you know, that, I don't know. But I was always a huge fan of this game, and I think that over time people liked it more and more. So I remember there was this one website that the guy that ran it, he didn't like this game, and he said, just imagine, before Xenogears, we had to play crap like this and able to kill God. And I'm just like, but this is so much better than Xenogears. Like, I know Tanya disagrees with me, and she's always trying to get me to like Xenogears. Like, for some reason, it's important to her that I like Xenogears. I don't. You'll never see me Let's Play that. I put that, like, almost on the level of, like, Earthbound in terms of games I just do not like. There are certain RPGs I just do not like. But this one I always liked. Like, 4 is probably objectively a better game. I just have a lot of affinity for this one. And I prefer the Dragon Gene system in this. The Dragon system in 4 was a little bit more limited. But then again, in that game, Ryu wasn't, like, so overpowered. Because you notice in this game, like, Ryu and Ray were very powerful, and then everybody else was kind of weak. And, you know, Momo was good because of all her abilities, you know, for buffs, which are not that useful in Miria because she likes to use that Accession spell. But in 4, it's interesting because Ryu's powerful, but everything's a little bit more balanced. Like, all the characters in 4 are viable. The only character that I kind of don't like in battle is Cray, but, I mean, he's the tank. I just, you know, because it's so combo-centric, it's got a combo system, that he's not that useful because he's so slow. I like to use Sheas and Ursula a lot. You know, Ryu, Sheas, Ursula. But you are taking all 6 characters in the battle. It's just a front row, back row thing. But that's Breath of Fire 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will end the Let's Play by saying the same 2 words that I end every Let's Play with. But stick around for more great content, and then you see, like, kind of like the top of Pecco's head is like the birth of a new Yggdrasil, showing that there's hope in the desert. So, I will end it with the same 2 words I always end these Let's Plays with. Fuck you!